And there's the run for day 2. That's 25 hours, not 24 hours. I forgot that I was doing this. But there's that. Let's see what we got for stats. And there's the stats for day 2. So 1 day and 1 hour. That was, taken at 10 o'clock. So that's, exactly 1 day and 1 hour, 105.6 miles. This one looks a little bit better. Max speed of 9.9. I'd believe that. I saw that happening. As opposed to the 56 miles or whatever that it said I was doing speed yesterday. And an average of 4.2 knots. So that's good. We're doing well on our way north. So those stats aren't too bad. Yesterday was rough. Even though the wind was blowing with the Gulf Stream, there was some times where standing in the cockpit, looking down from the crest of a swell down into the trough of a swell, it was like looking down while I was standing on the roof of a house. So it was, she was a little up and down. Wore me out. Really got tired yesterday. The autopilot is getting to where when it really starts to get taxed, it just trips off. And it did it the other night when we first got underway after the big gale that we sailed through. And the next morning, after basically drifting for the night and wasting that whole night of wind, which I got plenty of sleep, so I guess it wasn't a waste. But the next morning I turned it on and it started working again. So it tripped off yesterday morning, and I was like, and really kicking, the swell was really kicking her stern all over the place, and the autopilot was really having to work hard, and it would trip off. And so I decided, well, let's try this, and I turned it off, let it sit for a minute, turned it back on, and it gave me a thing in the display that said, I forget what it said, but basically, let me figure this out for a minute is what it was saying. And then it started working again. So it's like, okay, something in the brain of the thing is not doing well or something. I don't think it's the drive unit that's that's wearing out. It's not getting hot, any of that. So I think it's in the brain of the thing that's getting confused. Or in the display. The display on this thing is terrible anyway. It's been abused. And I've been waiting until I get the Dodger built to get a new autopilot system. New autopilot, new depth sounder, new GPS, all of that sort of thing. So when I install it, it'll be installed in its final place and under cover. But at least I know, yesterday afternoon it did it again. And once again, it took me just a few minutes and I was able to get it going again. So touch wood, it will continue to work for me. And I am going to sail so as to reduce the strain on it so that I don't end up having to hand steer or finally figure out this sheet to tiller stuff that I've been wanting to do. I've been holding off on that because it's like, well, how am I going to, the way the boat is set up, how am I going to run the lines? And it's really hard to figure out when you're getting bashed about. So I need, a few days of just nice, calm sailing where I can work out the placement of things and make it work. Having in mind also where the Dodger is going to be and all of that sort of thing, so that I can get a non-electric self-steering system set up for the boat. I'd still like to get a wind steering vane as well, but with the arch and the solar panels, getting one that'll work, I don't know, it might be a little touchy. So we'll do some more investigating on that as well. But anyway, I'm rambling. I've been by myself for too long, so I'm talking too much again. Today we should be passing. We're right off Kitty Hawk right now, and I'm just sailing under just the full jib. Left the main down because I'm wanting to slow her down a little bit. So I'm going to bypass the Chesapeake Bay and head straight for Atlantic Highlands. So I'll be passing the Chesapeake noon, 1 o'clock, something like that, probably. Well, at this point, maybe 2 o'clock. And I've slowed her down considerably because I want to give a little blow that's going up there right now a chance to leave, so that when I get up to the Delaware, I'll have 20 anyway, but I won't have 25 or 30 mile an hour winds. So, once again, I'll just keep her under jib so I'm not heeling too much, so the boat's not working too hard, because it's all coming offshore, which is good because then I'm not on a lee shore, but it's bad because it throws me out of my bunk. So, but we're going to try to go straight up to Atlantic Highlands, and we'll spend several days there to give things a chance to calm down up along Long Island. And then I think I'm going to probably do the canal this time, just so I don't have to go all the way around Cape Cod. And then I can sit there in nice protected anchorages while I wait for a good weather window to do the Gulf of Maine. If I was to push right now, I could probably make it to the canal with a little bit of discomfort, but why? Well, it's almost 10:30 on Wednesday the 16th. Here's our day's run. We're getting better than 100 miles a day. This last 100 miles was rough. We were pretty much calm most of the day yesterday, just loping along. And then in the afternoon, it started to blow. And I wasn't able to hold a course up close to the shore like I had planned. So I ended up having to cut across and out by the windmill farm and all of that, and running close haul just as tight as she could, with the jib reefed way down and the main reefed to its second reef, and that's a deep reef on this sail. My third reef and final reef is trysail size. So if I get it down to that, I'm in something. So, but we've been heeled heavily all night, and heeled the wrong way, throw you out of your bunk type heel. And it did throw me down on deck one time last night. So as a result, I spent most of the night lying on the cockpit sole, nestled up on the settee on the other side. I can't sleep there because I got it piled up with stuff stored for moving things around. I'll be glad when I get some of these projects finished and I'm not carrying all this stuff around with me. But anyway, another hour, I should be able to bear off a little bit, let her go a couple of points free. The heel will dissipate. Hopefully the speed will keep up. I am almost to the shoreline on the eastern shore, south of Ocean City. I should be able to run the shoreline to Ocean City, and then it'll be out in the open again until I get over to Cape May and what have you. And then I should be able to run the shoreline the rest of the way to New York. And I think we're going to have these winds, they're saying 20 gusts to 30, all today and all tonight and tomorrow morning. And then it will basically go becalmed for me. But I still anticipate being able to make it into New York, hopefully by sundown tomorrow. If not, I'll just anchor at Sandy Hook and then push on to the next day. But it's fun. Well, it's 4:50 on Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, it's 4:50 on Wednesday the 16th. Oh, dropped my glove. And we're out letting the Autopilot have a break. Decided to glitch again here just a little while ago, so it's like, well, let's see if we can get her to self-steer. We're fairly close hauled again. She's holding her course pretty good. Got a slightly scandalized mane, but she's holding her course pretty good. A little bit of weather helm. It's getting chilly. This would be a lot more fun if it was warm and I was out here in a t-shirt and shorts and not all bundled up getting sprayed. When I get to Maine, I've got several tasks to accomplish this summer for the boat, and the biggest one is a dodger, the hard dodger, because I'm getting soaked out here, all the spray coming over. That's why I'm keeping the phone kind of low, plus keeps the mic out of the wind a little bit, I guess. We're about 70 miles away from Atlantic City. We're about to cross or pass by Ocean City, Maryland. About 70 miles from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And the GPS is estimating we'll be in Atlantic Highlands sometime tomorrow afternoon. These winds right now, they're solid in the 20s with gusts into the 30s. And we just got soaked. And it's a wonderful day of sailing.